Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Frozen Fortunes. Now, I figured we'd start today showing you the profile of Mark Yakim for two reasons. One, because I don't think we've done it in a while, and two, because he's just signed a brand new bumper contract, pushing him onto a really solid wage. But he's a really strong player, still has 5-star potential within this squad as well, so he could possibly be a proper American international one day. Definitely the best American player we've got, plus resolute personality, consistency, speed. There's a lot of things to like about Mark Yakim. 20 goals in 38 appearances for us in the league as well, which is actually phenomenal. He's got over a goal every other game, which is kind of what you'd want from a backup. I mean, that's what you'd want from a main striker sometimes, but he is very much an excellent striker for us in the league, and that's what we want to see. Now, of course, we have played a few games off camera, so we can see if we actually got to the group stages of the Champions League or not. Right, let's do that now. After a pretty bumpy start to the league, seeing us sort of chasing the pack a little bit, we travelled to Lyngby, who had a relatively solid start and won 2-0. Very, very comfortable performance on the night. They didn't really create anything. A goal for James Ward-Prowse and a goal for Mark Yakim, who was assisted by James Ward-Prowse. Despite that, Fagner, despite not getting a single goal or an assist, actually won man of the match because he was playing a beauty of a game. Great win though, and a clean sheet. Our next match was the second leg against Slavia Prague, which, as you can see, we won. Dominant performance on the night, but we did fall behind early on through Ales Marek, giving them the lead, and I was getting a bit worried. Thankfully, he then went up the other end and scored himself a nice own goal to give us the equaliser that kind of just turned the whole tie in our favour, and Mariano Bravo won it for us in the 62nd minute. 8,500 people in the stadium for this game, including 112 people that travelled from Prague. Bravo earning a man of the match performance and pushing us through to the group stages, and we have got a group of death, is all I'm going to say on that one. It's going to be much harder than last year. Next up at home to Aalborg, we got ourselves a comfortable 3-1 win, goals from Svenningsson and 2 for Mariano Bravo on the night. Alex Salazar did get one back for Aalborg, but the injury to Marius Angel was the only problem. 3 weeks out with a concussion. I don't know if he's going to be fit enough for today's game or not, but he'll certainly be back for the second one, I believe. And lastly, we travelled to Odense, who are not newly promoted. They were last year, but they weren't that great on the night. We were able to comfortably see them off. Goals from Aldo Safi from the penalty spot, Mark Yakim, and of course Mariano Bravo off the bench doing what he does. James Ward-Prowse was absolutely bloody excellent in this game as well. He really is marshalling our midfield brilliantly. And all that leaves the league looking like this. We are finally back on top, only by 1 point over AGF, but mainly, as you can see here, FC Copenhagen are still struggling at the moment. They've won a few more games, but have still picked up a lot of draws and a lot of poor results, leaving them down in 7th in the league, already 7 points behind us after 8 games. I still think they're going to be our main rivals for the title this year, so getting a good head start on them is very, very important. James Ward-Prowse, best average rating in the league of any player at the moment. He's turning out to be quite the good signing for us at the moment. A bit of experience in the midfield, seems to be doing a bloody good job for us in the moment. Brøndby and FC Copenhagen both did qualify for the group stages of the Europa League. Someone pointed out in the comments that because of the new elimination rules, FC Copenhagen did actually get to go into the group stages of the Europa League, which is dope. So we've got 2 teams in the group stages there, they and Brøndby. Hopefully they can do some business for us and get us some coefficient points as well. It's a shame that Lyngby and Midtjylland couldn't quite make it through. That would have been awesome, but we've got to do our best to get some more coefficient points. Bayern also put a bid in for Peter Surgaard. They went up to £4 million, so clearly the lad's got potential, and obviously after failing to sign Svenny, they're after him now. But he didn't even have any inkling of wanting to leave. Even when I rejected the bids, he didn't even come and ask to leave. It was great. We also had a bid accepted for Carrasco of £7.5 million. We got the bid, they accepted it, but he was refusing to join us. We'll keep monitoring that situation though, because he could be one for the future to maybe get. We also signed up another player from a Eastern European club, 5-star potential, of course. This is Milan Todorovic. He is going to be obviously playing in that position as well. He's gone straight back on loan to Spartak Subotica, £110,000. I'm just sort of picking up these little players when I find them. And a similar situation here with Mahmoud Al-Ash. I nearly got him out on loan to Midtjylland on the final day, but for some reason, when I tried to adjust the amount they were paying us, every time I adjusted it, they adjusted it down further than their original bid without adjusting any of the other stuff. So eventually the deal just fell through because every time I tried to make them pay a little bit more, they offered me a little bit less overall. Very, very weird. So that's a bit annoying, but at least we've got yet more backup in those positions, and Mahmoud Al-Ash will be joining us, well, has already joined us as well. An awful lot of players have also gone out on loan as well. Hansen's gone out to Lyngby, Levere to 1860, Jakobsen to Silkeborg, Terziev to Rounders, obviously you know about him. Rocco's gone out to Lyngby as well for a little bit. Oh, sorry, that's a permanent transfer. £300,000. He wasn't going to get in our team, and I thought 300k, you can't complain. 50% of next sale fee clause. Ryan Rook's gone out on loan to Sunniusk and actually scored the goal that beat FC Copenhagen on their home ground. So Agent Ryan Rook doing his business there. Tonya's gone out to Odense, and Juan Lopez has gone out to Esbjerg, keeping it in the family of Danish clubs a bit more this year. Right, but what you'll actually want to know is who we're going to be playing in our Champions League group. Let's check this out. So yeah, we've got Atletico Madrid, Olympic Lyon, and Inter. This feels tougher. I don't see a Fiorentina in this group. Lyon would be the one potentially, But I'm not sure about that at all, actually. I think this is going to be a crazy difficult group, and we're going to have to rely on, hopefully, some home form, because I do wonder if we've ever lost a European game at home. In fact, I'm just looking back now. So, no to Slavia Prague. Last season, we lost away, 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 away. Year before that, away, and that was our first year in Europe. No, there was no year before that. And still no defeats at home. We've never lost a home game in a European competition. That is outrageous. Hopefully we can carry on that this year. You never know. Right, so we'll obviously want first string. Jankowski's picked up an injury, 4 to 5 weeks as well. I don't think I had any notes for that one. It's a pain in the arse, but not to worry. That's the beautiful thing about squad depth. I'm actually thinking possibly James Ward-Prowse to make his Champions League debut for us today as well. And look at that, he's really good for the role. My goodness. So Bravo, Svenningsson, Akinola, Surgor, Ward-Prowse, Marinus, Cunha, Leva, Simovic, who can play now, which is glorious, and Angel at the back. That is a... Ooh, is he fit? He basically is. We might have to bring him off, though. That is a hell of a back line now. Leva, Simovic, and Angel really does make us stronger in that area. And Amora in goal. On the bench, Niang, Chowie, Santos, Kuja, Saifi, Zayam, and Antti Johansson. Right, let's see what system they're going to play, and then we can probably change ours. 4-3-3. Lovely. Just bloody lovely. Just what we needed against us here is a 4-3-3. We've beaten these systems in the past. We were going to do it again tonight. Although I do sense the counter-attacking approach might be for the best. So they are actually playing this system. They've got Gidesh, Saul. I'm sorry, I'm not even going to try that name. I'll only make a fool of myself. Oblak's still there, which is pretty cool. Lucas Digne is also there. Trying to see if there's any other players I recognise the names of. So lots of regens, as you'd expect. Oh, and Robbles. Good old Robbles. I know it's Robles. My assistant reckons Saul is the one that we should be closing down, so we'll probably go after him, maybe. I don't know. This is going to be so difficult, particularly with them playing that system. We're just going to go out there and do our best. The away games were always going to be a struggle for us, particularly when teams come at us and really are going to throw everything out the window. But the thing is, them putting 3 strikers up there means there's going to be spaces in the midfield. There has to be. They're not going to have a lot of the ball, I wouldn't have thought. We never did when we played 3 strikers. Right, let's get going. So, question of the day, and today's question is this. Do you feel that FM has taken a step backwards, i.e. has FM been good this year compared to last year? Now, I didn't play it as much last year, obviously, because I wasn't making video content, so my hours used was only about 100, whereas this year we're already up to 500 hours, and I started in February, really. I think that in a lot of areas it has. The scouting, I didn't like at first, but it's certainly grown on me. It takes a lot longer to do. Bravo's in behind. Can he score? Oh, my God, what a chance that was to go ahead here at the, well, I don't know if it's the Wanda Metropolitano still, probably. But I think that the one thing that's gone backwards is the regen faces. It is truly shocking how bad they look compared to how they looked a few years ago. And anyone of any sense, really, would probably be using the What the Fork Gaming face pack. I haven't got around to putting it in this save yet, but I probably will do at some point. So yeah, let me know. Do you think FM has got better or worse in recent years? Great bit of defending there, really. He's right out to him. Robbles. Oh, Gidesh. Back across. Angel. Go on, win it. Surgor. Right, we've got a breakaway opportunity here. Bravo. We're going to basically... Oh, Svenningsson's in again. Svenningsson's through. Oh, God, what a chance. We really should be 2-0 up in this game at the moment. We've had some really good opportunities at home. Not at home. Away at Atletico here. I feel like they're the strongest team in this group. And if we could get anything from this game, it will give us one hell of a chance of getting through this group. But yeah, let me know everything in the comments. And if you have any ideas for a question of the day, drop those in the comments as well with the hashtag QOTD. I'm tempted to close down less and just let that happen. And... maybe look a little bit longer since they've got so much of the ball. Prevent short goalkeeper distribution, though, so we can try and push it a bit long. But I think we're going to struggle. We're going to have to bide our time on the break, really. That seems to be the main plan for us in this game. Rodriguez, watch out for the ball into the channel. That should be easily covered by Simovic. Got to look long. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. What defending that was. We should have been 1-0 down there. Terrible play. I hate it when... you can see when the pattern emerges when that's about to happen, too. Rojas' ball in. Simovic clears again. Gidesh turns, blocked. Oh, good lord. They've yet to hit a shot on target after 10 shots. This is mental. Out wide. Oh, they've got men all over the shop here. Gerardo, back post again. Oh, it's a penalty. Oh, was it Cunha? Of course it's Cunha. He's such a liability. I'm starting to regret about playing him these days. Gidesh to step up for Atletico Madrid and he's scored, and it's 1-0 Atleti. Ah, dear. We've defended really well so far. I think maybe we should go back to closing down more. Try and hassle them off the ball a little bit. Do something in this game. That's a shame. Turn it back down to mixed passing as well. I don't want to... we actually created a couple of things early on while we were doing that, so I don't want to jinx it. Also, by the way, in case you didn't know, because it wouldn't have been that obvious, the second game of the episode is going to be a home to Leon. That's Leon? Leon. So we might have a chance there in the home game. I certainly want to try and hang on to that unbeaten European record that we've got at the moment. Oh, God. Whoa, the defenders are just starting to get a little bit... Rodriguez's ball in. Headed away again. Akinola. We're offering nothing here. Magro. Ball in. Oh, dear. and a guy whose net, we'll just call him the soy boy, has put it in the back of the net. It's 2-0 to Atletico Madrid now. They've scored 2 in 5 minutes. And, I mean, they deserve to be in front. They've played the better side, but we could have been 2-0 up before they even had a chance to get involved in this game. Magro's ball in. There's enough players in the box to clear the lines there, really, but it is now 2-0 to Atletico. I want them to be shooting from range again. Gidesh! Oh, good lord, it's 3-0. They've had a lot of shots, but in terms of actual chance creation, I feel that 3-0 is incredibly harsh on us, to be honest. We've just not taken our chances, unfortunately. They've started to play the ball a bit more carefully, and now that they've started to get shots on target, getting a bit closer to our goal, things have really not gone well for us here. Gerardo, it's come across. It's a great goal from him. You can see the level we've got to try and get to, really. Right, terrible, but we can rebuild him. Right, so we're going to push Akinola, obviously not actually Akinola, up into an advanced forward role as well. I'm also going to push Surgord onto an attacking central midfielder role to push him up too. And we're going to get Akinola off for probably the only striker on the bench, really, which is Mehdi Kuja. Push him on as well. We're just going to kind of go for it in this second half because we've got to do something. And the only thing I think to do here is match them at this point. Round the side for Cunha. Can he find a good ball? Goes short. Svenningsson. Kuja! Over the crossbar again, and another chance goes begging for us. We've just not been able to take our chances today. Right, changes. Not sure really what changes to make. We've only really got the one striking option on the bench for this game, which was Kuja, and he's on now. So, I'm thinking... Let me think about this. Yeah, that's my changes. I'm going to bring on Chowie for Cunha because he's already booked and he's a liability, and Safey's going to come on for Angel, who, I don't know, he seems like he might still be a bit concussed the way he's playing at the moment. Rodriguez, ball in. Over the bar from Sal. Magro, Gidesh, blocked. Here we go, breakaway time. Kuja's got the ball. Drop it short for Bravo. Now make your run. And we've got options left, right, centre, up and down. Marinus, men at the back post. Anybody there? Svenningsson, not quite. Chowie, ball across. Cleared away again. Get out to him. God, 3-0 feels incredibly harsh on us. They've had a lot of shots, but most of them have just been from range. We've had probably more good chances in this game than they have. But we just haven't been able to take them, and that's the quality difference between the two teams, I think. Creatively, we're getting there now. But from a standpoint of actually putting them in the net, we're just lacking a little bit of cutting edge. Svenningsson and Bravo not really been on form tonight. Magro, round the post. This could very well be the most long shots of... Oh, there we go, back of the net. Finally, who's got the goal? It's an Annabelle own goal. I do not care. With 4 minutes to go, we've at least got a goal back in this. I think it's Bravo's shot. Yeah, it's cannoned in off the defender. Don't worry about that. Mariano, I'm giving it to you, buddy. Gidesh. Ball in. Head away by Safey. Estrada. Oh, good lord. 4-1 in this game is mental. But there you go. Safey's clearance wasn't good enough on Estrada. It's a great finish from him, but really? You're going to get games like this sometimes, I suppose. That's just the way that European football falls. Great, well, not a great clearance from Safey, but Estrada has a lot to do here. And look at that for a finish. It's 4-1 Atletico Madrid, and these are the teams we're going to have to beat if we intend to win the Champions League at some point in this save. At least we've scored a goal. That's literally the only positive we can take from this game. But, oh my God, I thought they were going to have a fifth goal then. That would have been just insult to injury. There you go. 4-1 Atletico. Bit harsh on the night. We possibly could have done better than that, and probably should have, to be perfectly honest, but that's just the way that football happens, isn't it? Right, we've got some off-camera games now. We can come back, hopefully, and get ourselves a win at home to Why do I keep saying Leon? Leon. It's winnable. That's the only winnable one I can see in this group at the moment. So straight after the disappointment against Atletico, we went out to play against Nordsjælland, and it was one hell of a match in the sense that we took the lead early on, dominated the game. They had their first shot of the game after half an hour, which went in and made it 1-1. Then in the second half, they didn't do a lot more, but they did manage to find a second shot, and somehow they found themselves in the lead. I was furious because we were playing brilliantly for the most part. It took until, well, we actually missed a penalty. Svenningsson, for some reason, Svenningsson took a penalty despite Bravo being on the pitch, which was weird. Have to take a look at that. We did finally get an equaliser. Juan Shishi scoring his second goal of the game. We then got another one through Bravo, another one through Pat Curtin, and another one through an own goal as well before they got one back in extra time as well. So a very, very eventful game, but 5 goals and the win. We then had ourselves a fairly simple cup game against Aarhus. Goal for Svenningsson, 2 goals for Mariano Bravo. Swept them aside and got through to the next round. We're playing a Division 1 side in the next round, so that should be a nice, easy win as well. Copenhagen very nearly went out to Helsingør, but unfortunately they scored a 90th minute equaliser and then won on penalties, or was it extra time? I think it was extra time. And our final game of this little run was against the perennial thorn in my side, Silkeborg, and their annoying system that they just seem to be able to shut up shop against us, and they make things very, very difficult. Thankfully, a mistake from the defender tackled the ball into a position, and Fagner was able to score the goal that gave us the win here. My God, did we need this. Every win I get against this Silkeborg team feels like a dream just to get these results, and it's another good win. We're still only 3 points clear at the top of the league, though, as the other teams, AGF, Aalborg, doing a very good job. So, today's game is actually against Inter and not Lyon. I don't know where I got that from. It just That's just how it is. Inter beat Lyon 4-0 in their first game of the group at home, so it's going to be difficult. I think our best bet is to try and finish above Lyon, get that third place, and have a crack at a little bit of a Europa League run after Christmas. I just don't see us getting out of a group with both Inter and Atletico in it. But we'll have to see what we do at home, and I think today against Inter at home will be a good benchmark to see where we've come, or how far we've got. We've never lost a home game at Akisiak Stadion in Europe, ever, over 3 seasons, and that includes a season in the Champions League. So I want to see if we can continue that push today. Roger Jr. actually finally started his first game in months in the last game, so that was nice to see. At least we've got him back now as an option, but we're going to go, of course, with the first string for today. Jankowski, of course, cannot play, which doesn't matter because we've got my boy James Ward-Prowse to come in and do a decent job for us. Bravo, Svenningsson, Akinola, Surgård, Ward-Prowse, Cunha, Marinus, Leva, Simovic, and Angel. Although I've got to say, Chowie has done an impressive job lately in that role. I don't know if we can actually see his average ratings for the... Come on. Yeah, you can see he's really been performing. I'm actually tempted to start carrying Chowie in this game now, particularly as he's just got full mastery of the right wing-back actual slot. So I do wonder if giving him the space back for today might not be such a bad idea, because Cunha, it looks like a liability at the moment, and I'm not sure quite what's up with him. On the bench, Niang, Cunha, Santos, Kuja, Saifi, Zayem, and of course Juan Shishi, who's made a little bit of a resurgence lately with the injury to Jankowski, so Ward-Prowse has moved up a level. They're apparently going to play a 4-4-2, which would actually suit us quite nicely. We like playing against a 4-4-2. Wendell would be the man to take a look at, so I think that's what we're going to try and do today. So they have gone with that system. Mark Munier, is it? No, not Mark Munier. Is that Munier El Haddadi? Yeah. Toure as well. Rika and a guy called Cardinale in goal. Those are the only names I recognise. There's a guy called Gummy on the bench. Don't know if he's real or not. Anyway, let's do this. So Wendell is up. My assistant also reckons Wendell's. Now their players are looking a bit knackered, to tell you. I do wonder if the flight out to Greenland, and the game does know, because I saw a news article when we played Spurs last season that said the Spurs fans were travelling 3,600 kilometres or miles or something. So it definitely does know how far away we are, which is nice. Let's just do this. I still think we've got a chance because we're at home. I want to avoid defeat in this match. If we can avoid defeat at home to Inter Milan, then there might be a chance for us in this group. But we've looked so good at home in Europe this season. When you look at the differences between us at home against Spurs and us away, you can see the difference it makes. Atleti already 1-0 up against Lyon. That's fine. Lyon can lose as much as possible, really, because we need to make sure that we finish above them. I think third place is the best we're going to get in this group. Munir already through and round the post there. These are no pushover, guys. Former Arsenal man, I assume. Ward-Prowse out wide to Marinus. I want Chowie to stick a good performance in today and sort of reward me for the fact that I've given him a chance in the squad. First team today. Akinola. Oh, bravo. Svenningsson. Oh, Cardinal with the save. Right, our first shot of the game. Possession's fairly even so far. Oh my god. He had no reason to do that, but he has. That's fine. It just allows us to keep a little bit more possession. That's fine. Marinus. Maybe knock it inside. You can take his man on. He has, you know. Back post, Svenningsson. Oh, God, Jonas. That had to be 1-0, man. He's just been a bit hit and miss this season, Jonas Svenningsson. And Chowie has a bruised shin. He said he can play through it, but I kind of don't want him to because he's already got the injury thing there. Thankfully, we have a ready-made substitute on the bench. Wouldn't we be surprised if Andre Cunha gets himself sent off in this game? Bears apparently can cross a ball, so we'll close him down a bit more. Rain Adelaide, and it's 1-1 in the other game. Not really great. I want Lyon to lose that match, so it gives us a chance. So Inter have picked up a couple of knocks. They've got a striker called Chris Morgan, who I'm wondering if he's English or something, but a couple of knocks towards the end of that first half. It's 0-0. It's still fairly in the balance. The possession's fallen down a little bit for us, and that's fine. We can work with this. Cross completion is roughly the same as theirs. Pass completion identical to theirs. Oh, we're getting a few more shots on target. I'm just not sure what to do at this point. I think we just kind of have to go out there again and do the same thing in the second half. So they've made two first half-time substitutions. Morgan and Rika, both of the players that picked up knocks, are both off. So that's, well, we've made one sub and they've made two already in this game. Surgård, Inter definitely more shooting from range today. That seems to be the way this game's settled into, which is fine. Akinola Svenningsson's throw! Bravo puts it round the post. A chance for us again there, really. Atletico are back in front again through Jose Rodriguez, so that could help us out at least. Rain Adelaide is coming off. All right. We've got to make changes. Not a lot of players are playing. Nobody's really playing well in this game. The two centre midfielders are doing fine, so we'll leave them alone. Akinola, I'm going to pull for Santos. And, oh God, who do we got? I mean, we've only really got Mehdi Kuja, who's never really done anything great for us. Svenningsson's always good at coming up with something. I might just leave it like that for now. Svenningsson can always come up with a goal. He's got that in his game. Going to have us close down, prevent the short goalkeeper distribution, maybe push them a bit more. Maybe even move back to standard. I don't think counter's really working for us at the moment. Move back to a standard mentality because we can take them on at home here. I feel like we've got enough strength in this game. Bearing in mind, Inter just beat Lyon 4-0 in the last match in the Champions League. Even if we took a point, it would be a good one. But there's a chance here for us to steal a win, and I want to make sure that we can give ourselves the best chance of doing it. Cut out by Simovic, and Svenningson's got it. Okay, he can't take these guys on by himself. Well, he can. He just didn't in the end, unfortunately. Beza. Oh, fucking hell. A goal from a corner. Oh, we're getting dicked in the Champions League today over just little tiny things. Atletico, the 4-1 win was harsh on us. Look at this. It's 1-0 now to Inter Milan here. That's unfortunate. That's against the run of play. Resort to frozen hug of death. Push him up. Push Santos onto attack. And just push this up to overload for the final 12 minutes of this game. I'm disappointed because it looks like we're also going to lose our unbeaten home record in European football. And it's going to lose in a really annoying way. Santos has done brilliantly there. Bravo. Men pouring up on the other side of the pitch. He's got it's not the best ball really, and that certainly wasn't. And that's the move done. Acuna's done well though to get back. Angel's not had a good day out there. We're going to get him off for Aldo Safety just for a bit of I don't know. I really don't know anymore. We're going to lose our unbeaten home record, and we're going to lose again in Europe this time. It's going to be tough this season. We've still got to hope that we can finish up ahead of Leon because they're going to lose a lot of games in this group as well, I sense. So bravo. Go on, Svenningson into the channel. Svenningson's through. He's got pull us back. Oh, what are you doing? He has two players running to the back post and he decides to shoot from an absurd angle. That's the problem with going overload. Why are we backing off of players? I don't know why we backed off of them there. All he had to do was come and win the ball and he would have won it. Beza. Wendell. And it's 3-1 to Atletico in the other game through Saul in the 90th minute. If we could just find an equaliser here, it could be worth so much to us in this season. Let's not mess about. Surgård. Santos. Svenningson's. Bravo's making the run. One touch. He has to score. Oh, God. He's missed. That was the chance to give us the equaliser in this match. Simovic. Surgård. Marinus. Back post. Somebody get there. Simovic. Take your time. Svenningson knocks it down, and it's a free kick to Inter, and we're going to lose at home to Inter Milan. In a dead even game, we're going to lose again. Damn it. And that is 1-0 to Inter Milan. Our European home record of never losing a game is gone. Gutted about that. I think we deserved more on the night, but we didn't take our chances, and Inter scored a bloody goal from a corner. Just one of those things, I suppose. We're going to have to battle it out with Leon. And I think we're playing Leon twice in the next episode, because that could basically decide who finishes third in this group, if things carry on the way they're going. So disappointed in that. But there you go. So, next episode is going to be a double header of games against Leon, which is super important. We've got the away game first. If we take something from that game, I'll feel very confident about winning the home match and getting us into that third spot in the Champions League, which is all we can really do for now. In between there's also a Brøndby game and Sunniusgård Camera, Horsens and Næstved and AGF. There's a lot of away games in a row for us, which is going to be tough. We had a full sellout of 10,000 people to see us lose 1-0 in the Champions League to Inter Milan. Gutted, but there you go. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this episode, despite us losing both games in the Champions League, which sucks, I know, then do drop a like on the video. Even so, that would be dope. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this every single Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And I'll join you guys in the next episode for the most important games that we're going to play this season, I sense. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.